Well, good morning and welcome to Zen Fits here in Blackstone, Virginia, the center of the world where, for many, nothing fits. But for me, everything fits. So this is our Zen Fit for today. Avatar, the two ways of knowing. The two ways of knowing. I've been writing about and meditating upon Avatar ever since I saw it. I even got a page on Avatar, the voyage to Pandora, that I've been writing on for years. I've stopped lately, but Avatar was a wellspring of inspiration to me, of meditation on it. And even today I come back to it as a way of, I don't like to glare on my light. The glare of my glasses. Can't get away from it. Anyway, Avatar, the two ways of knowing. Well, what are the two ways of knowing? Where to start? Martin Buber, a Jewish philosopher, framed consciousness in two ways of knowing. One way is the I-it, and the other one is the I-thou. I-it is our awareness of things. In other words, you're aware of everything in the room you're in. Everything is it. I mean, you give it a name. I'm aware of everything here. Here's a DVD, Avatar. It's an it, or I can give it a name. What is that? So this is a DVD cover. In other words, we ask, what is it? And then we name it. Oh, it's a DVD cover. Well, oh, what is that? What is it? That's an I. What is it? It's a word. Avatar. So we name everything. But first, it's it. Like fill in the blank. This is where we start with language. Little kids, little babies. What is it? That's a chair. What is it? That's a dog. What is it? That's a turd. Don't touch it. It, you see. This is the consciousness of the modern mind. This is the consciousness of the mechanic. You can't fix the world. You can't navigate in the world unless you can name it. And everything's an it, you see. Even I'm an it. I look at my picture here, see those little, what are those little headlights? What are those headlights on my glasses? It's glare. What is it? It's glare, you see. Oh, it's glare. Like when we know what it is, we can either discard it or fix it. But if we don't know what it is, it drives us crazy. What is that? Oh, my glasses. Oh, my God. It's not headlights. It's a glare, you see. So everything fits when we can name the it. Everything fits when we can name the it. When nothing fits, when something doesn't fit, it's because we can't name it. That's a way of knowing. It's what we think is our consciousness. This is our everyday consciousness. Don't even question it, you see. But what is it when you look into the eyes of your beloved? What is it when you look into the eyes of your dog? Is that an it? Is the dog just another it? When the dog dies, we grieve. Why? Because it's something more than an it. Dogs die, roadkill. Look, oh, there's a dog dead on the road. I don't grieve over that it like I do over my dog, but it's just a dog. If it was the only consciousness we had, then my pet would be the same as the roadkill. It would just be an it. Of no value except like what can I get from it? You see? So if we really live totally in an I-it world, there would be no love. There would be no beloved. There would be no unity. Everything would just be in it. and everything, and all the its would be valued by what can that do? What can that it do for me? You see, what can that it do for me? It's just an it. That doesn't do me any good. Get rid of it. Kill it. Oh, but that it. Well, I can use that it, but when its use is gone, you see. So if my dog is just an it would be valued for its function. So it would be valuable to me if it chained to a tree in the front yard and it barked and chased away intruders. But it wouldn't be my beloved dog. If that dog died, it would just be another dog, and I'd get another dog. If it got killed, run over by a car, it would just be roadkill. Just get another one. That's the sky people's mind in Avatar. To them, to the earth people, it's not sky people, it's humans. To the humans, to us, you see, in that mind, everything is an it. So it would chop down the home tree of the Navi because it was just a tree. You can get another tree. Just a tree, just an it, you see. Just an it. So this consciousness is functional for navigating the world and making machines, making value, choosing value, and all of that, you see. But it's a dead world. There's no beloved in it. There's no unity. Everything's in it, and I'm in it. It's a world of billiard balls. It's a flat world. Damn it, I forgot my thing. It's a flat world where we're all just a bunch of billiard balls. We appear, we roll around on the earth, bumping into each other, and then we disappear in a pocket. But the pool table stays the same, we believe. So everything is just an it. This is materialism. This is the modern mind. Everything's an it. If you make something into an it, you can get rid of it. The Jews are just an it. Get rid of them. Immigrants, just a bunch of its. Get rid of them. Transgender, just a bunch of its. Get rid of them. Don't got any value, you see. Get rid of it, you see. So this is the sky people mind of Avatar. Now what is the Navi mind? This is a way of knowing, by the way. Everything is I-it, said Martin Buber. Now everything is, but there is an I-thou. So what is I-thou? I-thou is when you look into the eyes of your beloved dog, or into your beloved, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your lover. That's a thou. They're not an it. I am you, you are me. You see, in the I-thou world, I and the other are one. And we look in each other's eyes, and I am looking, she is looking at me, and I'm looking at her. You see, and they're like going, wow, 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 ecstasy. Or you look into the eye of a stranger on a subway. Don't do that. You look into the eye of a stranger, and suddenly it goes the opposite way. You looking at me? What you looking at me for? You looking at me? What you looking at me for? You see? Whoa, 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 whoa. Anyway, that's an I-thou too, but it's going in a vicious circle instead of a virtuous circle. Anyway, but the I-thou transcends the I-it. See, the I-it viewpoint is supported and created by language. You see, I-it. What is it? Well, then you name it. You fill in the blank. It is a blank. Fill it in with something. What is it? What is it? Fill it in with a name. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, okay. Mystery over, you see. Doing crossword puzzle. Can't think of a word. What is it? What is it? Trying to think of a movie star's name. What is it? What is it? What is it? Dang. On the tip of my tongue. What is it? What is it? Maybe a little bit later, maybe a day later. Oh, I know what it is. Tension gone. So it creates a tension. It creates a tension between I and it because I don't know what it is. So as soon as I figure out what name it, I put a name in there, put a word in there, tension's gone. I can move on. What's new? What new it is new? You see, it is a tension mind. It is a language mind. It's a functional mind. It's the mechanic's mind. But it's not the artist's mind. It's not the lover's mind. And it's not our primary mind. In Zen, so what is your face before your parents were born? Who are you? What is your face before your parents? Well, who are the parents? The parents are it. What is your face before it consciousness was born? There must be your face before it, otherwise there'd be no love, no unity, no at ease, no meaning. We'd just be a bunch of billiard balls bumping into each other for a while and then disappearing in a pocket over there. Where did he go? I don't know. But we know in our heart that life is not just a billiard table. The things just don't move around because they're hit by other cue balls, you see. The billiard table, we're all running, bowling around on there, you see, but who's the player? Who's the player of the game of pool? Oh, we say it's God. Or we say, just chance. Just random chance. The balls just accidentally bump into each other and create me. I'm an accident. I'm just some events bumping into each other. My parents bumped into each other, created me. Their parents bumped into them. Their parents' parents bumped into them. Their parents' parents bumped into them. Just a chance, see? But we know that's not real. That's just an idea. This is the game we invented. An it game, you see. So this I-thou consciousness is prior to it. I-thou is the Garden of Eden, metaphorically speaking, before we got kicked out into the it world. And Adam and Eve ate the apple of it. And they got exiled from the garden because they forgot their I-thou. They forgot their I-thou. See, I-thou is I and the world are one. The world is my beloved. I and the world are one in I-thou. But in I and the world are separate. I and the world are ontologically different, you see. By the way, this is the consciousness that Genesis mapped out when he said, God is against nature, God is against man, kicked him out. Man is against nature, man is against God, man is against man. D.T. Suzuki, the Zen master, says, funny religion. There's no unity in this picture, you see. If you say, I'm God, well, you go to a ward. You're insane, you see. But we do feel God as a beloved. We do feel our wife or husband or our friend as beloved, you see. We call that unconditional friendship or unconditional love. That's why we love our dogs. The dogs love us without condition. And we project we love our dog because the dog is thou. The dog is not just a dog. My dog is thou. Maybe our only link to the unity of being through the dog. Isn't that a shame? That's why we grieve so much when the dog dies. Thou has died. Anyway, we're trying to map out two ways of knowing in Avatar. That was my original idea. The it world of the earth people and the I-thou world of the Navi. Two ways of knowing. Both are useful, both are valid, but they're not juxtaposed. They're not equal. They're not like on Fox when they juxtapose two talking heads, one with a view of evolution and one with a view of creative design, and they put them up there together as equals, but they're not. They're in order like this. They're in order. So I, thou is primary to I, it. They're not the same. They're both valid. They both have use, but they're prior to. So our original mind, our childhood mind before we learn language and what all the its are, you see, is thou. To the little child, everything is thou. The mother's thou. The world is thou. His toes are thou. His fingers are thou. Everything is thou. And the mother says, don't touch that. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. And he learns to discriminate between the its. Good it, bad it. Don't touch that it. Touch that it. You know, but to the child, before that language comes in, everything is thou. There are no its. So then we become indoctrinated, captured, held hostage in the it world. But we find it dissatisfactory. Everything's an it. But I don't feel that, you see. I remember my original face before my parents were born. And I want to awaken that. So I go watch Avatar. I go watch Avatar. But if I watch Avatar as a metaphor, it's a movie to wake up by. Because right there, you see the earth mind, my I-it mind with the sky people, and you see the I-thou mind of the Navi. Both of these are my minds. Both of these are ways of knowing reality, but they're incompatible. So they're at war in Avatar. Jake Sully bounces between the two. When he goes to sleep, he wakes up as the Navi. When he goes to sleep as a Navi, he wakes up as an earth mind, an I-it. I-it, I-thou, I-thou, I-it. Back and forth he goes. Finally, he reaches a point where I don't know what the fuck is real, you see. I don't know. He's in the no man's land. I don't know if the earth mind, I-it mind is the dream, or if the I-thou mind is the dream. I don't know which is the dream and which is the real. So what does he do? He jumps on death. He jumps on the last shadow. But even that is not enough. He wakes up as the I-thou mind. But that's not enough. Something's missing, you see. So at the end of the movie, the bodies are melded together. His human body and the Navi body, the avatar, are melded together. And he wakes up. The end of the movie, he wakes up. Now, what does he wake up to? You ever thought of that? What does he wake up to? You don't know. But he sees you. I see you, you see. So this is where you wake up. I wake up. That I'm both ways of knowing. When it's useful, it's I-it. I can fix the car. When I want to, say, motorcycle, the Zen and the Art of Motorcycle has the two ways of knowing. One, I can fix the motorcycle, and I can ride I can ride life with joy. In other words, what I-thou is joy. I-it is functional. You can fix the world, but it has no meaning if there is no thou. If there's no joy, you see, no unity, no oneness. So I-thou is oneness. I-it is duality. Non-duality, duality. These are two ways of knowing, but one is prior to the other. So I-thou is our original mind, which we know from childhood, but then it's buried under the landfill of I-it, where everything is an it. So this modern mind, you see, has come in and just filled up the I-thou, the purity, the innocence, with information, with its. We're buried in its. Everything's an it. Keep coming. Keep coming. And what are we looking for? We're looking for the lost I-thou. Where is it? Well, it's not now. It's in the future. So I'll get to it in the future. If I can just get these its sorted out. If I can just sort out all the its, I'll get to the I thou. That's the illusion. The world is not unreal. Reality is not unreal. What's unreal is our belief in separation. The I-it world. The separate mind. I and it, you see, which is created by language, reinforced and supported by language, you see, and we think now that this is reality. But it's just a point of view. It's just a functional viewpoint. That is necessary if you're going to fix the machine. But if you believe this way of knowing is reality, then you are a machine. You are just a cog in the machine. You're just an it. And that is what we rebel against. That is what we're struggling to figure out in the modern world. And we call it Big Brother, government, communism, all of these forces, you know, they're just making me feel like an it, like a victim. An it is a victim. But we're looking in the wrong places. The I-thou mind is us. That's our mind. But it's just prior to, in order to I-it. So if we were able to see directly that the I-it world is just a viewpoint, that the reality we believe is real is just a viewpoint, then I-thou breaks and I see you. You wake up. I see you. I am the world and the world is me. I see you because you're me and I'm you. You are my beloved. The world is my beloved, you see. From I-thou, no separation. No alienation, no kicked out of the garden. We're always in Pandora. This earth where we stand is the pure lotus land. In this very body, the body of Buddha. I see you. Wake up, watch Avatar. Thanks for dropping in.